I hope the mudwort is actually going to grow at some point too. Just eat that turtle steak. Just eat it. Even though it's like sort of wasteful to eat it already, but on the other hand... Oh dear. I have, in that sense, already wasted a little bit too many life crystals anyways, considering I've, well, the rat case, like, we could consider that, okay, I shouldn't have lost anyone with the rats, but I should have lost someone here with the leprechauns, so... So yeah, this is a shrine. This is a shrine of a glutton. So, I assume some sort of a meat. Some sort of a food. Well, 3 food items apparently worked. I was indeed thinking that that's the only logical thing. Oh, there's a lot of them here. Loads of them here. Not too big of an issue, but ouch. I was just like making sure that I didn't accidentally go and block myself into a very bad spot. Use a potion. I think that's going to be a better idea. I'm not sure if there was someone already behind me, but I had a bad feeling about that. Okay, this is going to be bad. Use. That's going to make things a lot better. I was trying to already switch between those. Okay, but yeah, I don't think that I would have been able to survive this without the Minotaur at the very least. That's for sure. Like with 3, I wouldn't have been able to survive that. Certainly I wouldn't have been able to survive that with just 3. Okay, well... Shrine for the gluttonous one. Gluttony. Someone who wants to eat a lot of stuff. Let it close. Otherwise it went okay, not that thing. So, I guess it's good that I did load just because of that reason, that because I wouldn't have been able to do this, and you're so much under, like, overall if you have someone lost. And I shouldn't have lost before to those ratlings anyone. Okay, that's a speed potion. That's interesting. I think that's probably going to be something that you should possibly use then for yourself, because speed for you should be pretty nice. Pretty nice. I should also use the rage potion sometimes. Tome of Health. Huh. Health plus 25. Do I want to use it for you or for you? It's a different question. Tome of Health would be good for either one of you guys. As sus, you are going to always be in the front row, and you guys can switch around sometimes, so I guess it could be you. Specifically if I consider what happened just before for you. Maybe even it might have been best that I don't know if I would have been able to come down to this specific area previously, so I don't know. Well, let's take some skills. I don't know if I need this. Heavy armor without penalties. I think I'm gonna take the air magic to 3 now, so then I should be able to do the invisibility. So it's just a good question how it exactly will affect us, the invisibility. Like, will enemies not be able to see us? I was thinking that this probably is something that I should really do, cause more than just one reason. Okay, so turns yourself and your friends invisible, like, this is affecting us pretty long, and just like thinking that maybe then they don't know where we are anymore, even if we have been next to them, and they can't actually attack us, and I think that's probably going to be a very good idea to have for us. Let's get this, then we can make stronger potions even more so. Stronger healing and energy potions, so yeah, why not? Let's start taking the heavy weapons, I think. Should be fine enough. As an idea to do. There was a loads of those zombies here though. Don't see any secret buttons anywhere, at the very least though. Yeah, didn't at least see any. So I think that we can be leaving. Yeah, he required 3 food items. After that it's like, nope, I don't wanna be having you around here no more. Okay. Nothing happens with that. That's a sad thing. Why do 2 rocks kill a minotaur? Because I think that I was even in full health and then the minotaur just went on and just like, yep. I think that it was just 2 rocks from my point of view. It wasn't anything more. It was just 2 rocks and just dead. Just deadness. I wonder, I think all of these holes lead into that area. Yeah, that looks like to be right there too and everything, so I think that's exactly the same place that each and every one of these do actually take you into. Which is fine if that's the case. It's going to be slightly sad if that's not actually the case and it's a little bit different ones. Who did I give the key to? Yes, here. I was like already thinking I should have a key for this. I should. Alrighty. Unless I need to do something like press this and then maybe this. This doesn't even close anymore. Interesting. This and then this. Huh. Do I find any more of those in here? I guess is my question. Do I manage to find any more of those, so to speak, secret buttons that would solve why is there such a thing? Okay, is anyone hungry? Guess you can eat it. Anyone else? Not really. And you're carrying already too much if I give this to you, so I guess you can keep it. I do not see secret buttons over there though. This is a different type of flooring though, which is also slightly suspicious to me. Why is there a different type of flooring around here? Alrighty. Do come along. But as sus, I certainly haven't used that many of the mana potions, which is a sus good thing if I start to be using them. For more than one reason. Well. And a lot more of the turtle steaks that I really would also have to eat away, so... Because we're starting to have loads of turtle meat. Too much turtle meat, to be honest. I don't see any secret buttons over here, I don't think either, so... But that secret button has to do something. It has to be... something. I don't know what. But it should do something, regardless. Whatever that something would be. I don't hear anything happening, though. I really don't. Maybe if I go into this direction. No. Still don't see anything happening. Let's land on the stick. Ninjas to start, shurikens. Damn it. Leprechaun. Damn it. Leprechaun the trickster. Well, at least we already visited in the below in the shrine that this guy over here was talking about, so that's a good thing. And he was even talking about bringing more provisions down there, which is totally fine enough. The trickster comes, but the pain still stays and strings and everything. Sadness. Very much indeed. Also, I was actually looking at this thing. Right between two lanterns in the eastern Trickroot Forest. We dig up that chest in the western Trickroot Forest, not in the eastern, so... Actually, that's also something to consider. We haven't found or done anything digging in that location, so that should still be there somewhere. We certainly don't have enough lockpicks though. Oh yeah, just let me back into here. Back into that puzzle that I have no idea exactly what are the right answers to. Which is quite saddening to me. True, but saddening regardless. That's one thing that I haven't solved. Plus, of course, there's the other thing that I haven't solved. Which is then the... As such, it's nice that it's a different color for those. And then the shock thingy. Yay. It's interesting to be able to do that, however. That we can actually do that type of a field, force field. Yes. But yeah, I think that it's smarter that I keep this, even though now we have a Minotaur that we didn't have before, alive and all that. It's still sort of a better idea, generally speaking. Come on. I missed. How can you go on and just miss like that? Just missing like that ain't fun at all. Alright. Locked, locked, locked. Yes, it is. Oh, we even have 3 of these. Little bit of pellets, and then it was this thing. And I think you can indeed have it. All things considering. Evasion +2 is fine enough. Though I might have been able to also give it to her. And then she would have better evasion in the cases we put her into the front line. Which is a possibility. What about this chest then? What do you have? You have a golden key. Steel armband. Protection and strength. Okay. And a shield potion. Alrighty. Interesting. I think you should have this thing. You can even carry it then because you get 1 strength from it. Was there something else interesting? Well, the gold key is quite interesting thing to have found. Huh. Interesting. Indeed. Well, otherwise we would have been able to now at least make it out from there. It's just the thing that I know that either... Maybe in the swamp there should be at least 1 more crystal. And then to the left or there to the north should be 1 somewhere. But the question is where there would be a crystal to use. And it would be a dangerous area, I'm sure. But yeah, I sort of feel a little bit like there's less of these crystals in this game than there was, or it feels like there's less crystals in this game. Possibly. That may be just the case that it feels like there's a little bit less crystals. Considering these aren't the same type of levels like you had in Legend of Grimrock 1. Like you always had at least 1 crystal in each area. And yes, you have 1 crystal in here, but it's below. It's in here. So you never exactly know where the crystal is in there. And here you have a crystal, don't know where you have here, and then somewhere in here you should have 1. But in some sense it feels like it's less because of the fact that like this one doesn't happen to be here. It was all the way down below and all that, so don't know. Alrighty, well, now it's a question, how do I need to have this in here? Well, stuff is happening, certainly. And it is the essence of fire. Pretty. Very much indeed pretty, that essence of fire. And we have a couple of extra ones into the essence of the element. Yes, we did that. It's very pretty looking as such. Yes. Still no idea though how to solve that one riddle over there with those words. It may be something that I should look into, or just by myself a little bit too, considering the fact that it's just testing things out. So it's like testing that, okay, will I work this? Will I use this? Will I use this? Does this work? Does there happen anything? And so on, and it will probably take quite a while. Let's save into the different spot then, so... Basically, I could even go back and load back into the 7th spot if I feel so, where we had the Minotaur dead. So it's a possibility, but probably not something I should do, because things are going to be very much more difficult to try to survive in the long game if I actually have to go and try to now then find one life crystal. So yeah, but okay, I'll see you soon, and I'll try to see if I can do something with that puzzle, but I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know yet if that's going to work, but I gotta try at least. So yeah, I gotta at least try to see if I can get this solved. So I'll see you if I figure anything out. What? Okay. Well, there's definitely isn't a click sound. That's for sure. I've just been placing different items that I think that may be the answer into these slots, and now that I place the cudgel here, it suddenly opened up. It's like, okay, cudgel is definitely then the battle, not this thing. So what are the right answers? I've just been putting stuff into these things, like a lot of food here, for example, which is very silly, mayhap as an answer, but there is also a skull, like that. I was thinking that maybe the skull, because there's a famine thing and all that. But it's just like, because I was thinking that I assumed that I have had to put something correct into place. So I was thinking that, no, it's this thing, okay, they eat these things. But yeah, that's going to make things so much more difficult when you don't know what is the correct answer, like with a click sound. This is going to make things so much harder, so definitely this is an okay tactic to do as such, considering, like, if you don't, like... Yeah, and this was the correct answer into here, which I was, like, wondering that maybe it could be, but, like, the antidote that I had crafted, which is something that you don't necessarily craft either. I was thinking that that's the only thing that I can think for a disease, and I just, for fun of it, put also the bread into there. Okay, this isn't at least it. I was thinking that it's probably not it, but... And this isn't it. Good to know. And the shurikens, of course not. And this was actually the right answer. I was thinking that this is the only thing that I can think for the gold. So gold for that. Disease has an antidote, so it was about a cure. But I'm not exactly sure why cudgel is the right answer for the battle, but apparently it is. And then famine has that. That was a very... Ooh, this is going to be so much tougher in the future. Slash, this is tough already, just for the fact that, like, I was starting to think indeed that maybe the cudgel, because we haven't gotten it before, could be an answer here. And apparently it was. And it's good that I've saved those mushrooms, and good that I have made one of those, and good that I found that. I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know about this, but it's nice to get these things, of course. Okay, evasion +5, but strength -2. The fine thread of this cloak seemed to blend into the surrounding shadows. I think it's okay for you. You get some more evasion and you really don't need the strength. And this is indeed a potion of willpower, which definitely you will be using. Nothing extra happens from that. Okay then. Well, that was slightly lucky that I actually managed to figure that out. I was just thinking that I don't hear anything like clicking or anything like that. That has to be... And like, I was thinking about that. I don't know if I have anything that would actually be gold, but rather like a resistant or something that cures or helps with the gold, like fire or something like that can help with it. Like here, okay, you need food for famine, and well, battle was just because I was thinking that this is the first time we've gotten a cudgel, so that was the only reason for that. I have to sort out my inventory too at some point. And here, the one antidote that I had crafted. Well, I got it. I'm slightly surprised that I got it, but I did in the end get it, so I am happy with that. Slightly just unsure if I should have gotten it or not, but well, it was trial and error and things, so I guess that's all that there is to it. I guess that's all that there is to it. Well, this place is now solved. I guess I will be keeping this that my Minotaur is actually alive, because otherwise things would be a lot more difficult. Well, there is that one more secret that I didn't solve, which is the secret / mystery of that one button that I tried to press. That is the one thing that I have no idea what it's doing. Because I don't see any actions or reactions. Is there a button anywhere else in here? Like, could I continue to press more buttons? Because that one didn't do anything anymore either. It did before, but at the moment it didn't do a thing. So I'm wondering, or should I have all of these? What if I have all the levers onto the top? Like they wouldn't have been used at all, because that's a possibility. And then try to press that. Maybe. Okay, that's already like that. That's just that. This didn't do anything anymore. Very interesting. Was there one here somewhere? Yes, there's one here, which does just that again. Okay, let's see. Can I now, if I press that button, does anything interesting go on and happen? And run into this. I had no idea. Should I have them all down? Maybe. Well, I guess I'll check that out as well, that I have them all down, and maybe then something interesting could happen. Like that they are all activated. Because that doesn't even do anything anymore. It's slightly suspicious to me overall, this all. At least the leprechaun did one favor to me. He went and opened the door. So I didn't need to be doing anything with that. I have no idea what that's supposed to do. And I don't see any more of those buttons over here, so yeah. Who knows what it's supposed to be doing? Who knows what it's supposed to be doing? I guess maybe I'll try to come back at some other time and figure it out. We can leave at least for the moment then. And come back some other time. At least I did solve that full battle thing puzzle, which is very surprising, yes, but I did solve it in the end. I did spend, I don't know how many minutes, but I spent some couple of minutes there just putting things into there and everything like that. And then it would be just going into the new areas with our group. So yeah, I apologize for loading, but I do think that we do sort of need our Minotaur alive when I can't actually use a life crystal at the moment. I could try it without him, but it would be a lot more difficult for sure, at least going into those new areas. So I hope you guys regardlessly enjoyed, and I apologize for that. And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you with more Legend of Grimrock 2 very soon. So, bye bye until then.